You got to drive her back. Okay, that makes sense. You drive though, yeah?
Yeah, well, I'm on my learners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you do have to rely on them to get back.
Did you get your learners a bit late? Is that?
No, I already got my learners like a couple of years ago, but I've just been so busy with things I didn't get time to even like practice my driving.
I only got my license I only got my learners when I was 19.
Yeah, you were late.
Yeah,
I went and got it on my birthday. There was no tests available here, so I went to Shepparton and got it there. I thought it was going to be easier.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was going to be easier, and then I go into the test, and the guy brings out like a mirror, a speedometer. He goes, "You're not going to pass." So he just looks at me, he's shaking his head. I'm like, "Oh no, it's gonna be a bit harder."
So, Kottayam to Sydney, to The Voice, only Malayali girl, only South Asian girl to win the blind audition in 2023.
Yes.
What was that experience for you?
Oh wow, it's honestly a roller coaster for me. Like, what is it like? Having to wait, like being like to go on stage was like very nerve-wracking for me, and then like all of a sudden just like being on stage, it's honestly been crazy. Like I get to see like the 4 coaches, Jason Derulo, Rita Ora, Guy Sebastian, Jessica Malboy, and it's like honestly like it's a moment where I've been dreaming about this moment for such a long time, and just being able to make it onto the stage, it's like insane for me. And
for people that don't know, because when you look at your Instagram profile, you do dancing, you've got the social media stuff, and then you're a singer, then you perform. Can you describe, choreographer, can you describe for the audience what you actually do and what you're passionate about? Just a bit of it about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm a singer and dancer here in Sydney, and so I've been singing and dancing for as long as I can remember, like age of 5, and so I've always been I've loved dance and singing for quite a long time, and it runs through the family as well. So my whole family sings and dances, and I've been learning like classical, hip hop and Bollywood, and even singing as well. I've been singing a lot of styles like Western and Indian classical music and everything, and like since then I've just I didn't know whether I wanted to take it as a passion or as like a serious thing.
You said that family, and it started there. So did the passion and you start singing and things through the family? Is that where it started? Or
Yeah, like my whole family, my mom, my dad, my sister as well. They all sing, they all dance, and so I've just been surrounded by musicians and dancers.
When did someone point out to you when you were younger that you could sing, or one day you just sort of, when did you realize that you had the talent to sing?
Or did it start in the bathroom?
My mom used to say that when I was younger, like every time she plays a song or something, when she was pregnant with me, she would play like a song, and so like I would stop kicking all of a sudden. And so I think since then it's just been like a inborn sort of thing. I don't know, just since then I've just been loving music. Even in the car, my dad would play like all these like Malayalam songs, especially Kalaba Money songs.
Yeah.
They were like classics then. And so, he would used to play them, and I would just be like vibing to it. And so I feel like since then, that's how I guess my parents discovered that I had some sort of talent, and that's when they started taking me to classes and everything. And so
because you do Bharatanatyam and Carnatic dancing along with a few others.
Yes.
The Bharatanatyam style of dancing I've heard, because my sister practices as well.
Oh yeah.
She describes it as expressing her emotions. Is that why you kind of started to express your emotions, or is it just a pure passion sort of thing?
Yeah, I feel like because something that not many people know about is that I'm very shy. I'm a very reserved kind of person. So I feel like when I start dancing, I'm able to express myself a lot more and kind of like go out of my shell a bit. And I also feel like I can bring like a bit more confidence in myself. And so when I start dancing, that's when I can really bring like more of my emotions and
express yourself
express
a lot
myself
more.
a lot more.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's crazy, isn't it? Because a lot of people, creatives especially, they are usually, when you speak to them behind the camera, behind the scenes, a bit more introverted, a bit more shy. But then when they are in that specific lane, when they're singing or dancing, like the confidence shines through and they can really like express themselves.
Yeah, I feel like once you're on stage, like for me personally, once I'm on stage, I just, like, I don't even think about anything else. I don't even think about the nerves getting into me. I just focus on, being able to connect with my audience and just being myself. I feel like having a stage is the only way I could really, let my inner personality shine.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
When was your first performance and on stage? Even if it's a little stage performance, when was it the first time you were on stage?
Oh my gosh, that's a trick question. I think it's been a long time ago. I think the first time I performed.
Oh, the one that you remember, yeah.
The first time I performed was with my sister. We did a talent show back in primary school, and so we were like, we kind of did like an Indian dance, and so like Bollywood dancing, and so it wasn't something that a lot of, because we came from we went to a school where there was predominantly Western people, and so we were like quite young. We did a Bollywood dance performance, and we also did a bit of singing as well. So and it was the first time, and I think I remember we sang like a One Direction song
or something like that. That's funny as.
So that was the first time we actually
And when you start singing, right? Like, I'm always intrigued to know, like, is it like any other skill set where it's progressive? Like at the start, you're like, okay, I'm all right. Like, I know I've got the talent to sing. And then how do you fine tune that singing? How do you get better as a singer? Like, is it coaching? Do you continuously practice? Like, how does that work? How does that progression work? How do you get better as a singer?
So one thing that I always tell a lot of people is to always practice, because practice is the only thing that will help you improve and become better at things. And like, of course, you've got like your coaching, like from your teachers and like as a support, but without practice, that's like you won't be able to like see an improvement in your vocal technique, or whether it's like learning to bring like emotion into a song. Like even I just like how I practice is I always just listen to my songs. Like I put headphones and I just keep listening to it on repeat. And that's just the only way I guess I can improve. And even like the exercise as well that my vocal teachers give me, I practice those. That helps me a lot with my singing. And so, yeah.
Because you practice under, I believe from research, it was Dr. Subramaniam, right?
Yes.
Or did it change?
No. Dr. Ballineri Subramaniam.
Can you talk a bit about him? Because I haven't heard about him in that space. I just want to know how you stumbled upon him. Is it kind of just like from word to mouth, or was it your own research?
So he's a teacher at an academy called Tudors Valley Music Academy, which is a school in London. And so I started learning Carnatic. I started doing my Carnatic music there, and basically we had to like do an assessment and everything. And then so I was assigned to him. So that's how I guess I like had him as my teacher. And
and how do you find like learning under him? Is it more like difficult, or was it kind of just, does he check you on the spot, or is it more like calm, relax?
He's very
teaching method.
Yeah, he's very calm. He's very patient with me, and no matter how many mistakes I make, he still always tries to correct me. And he's even though he's obviously a bit strict. He's because he does more advanced teaching and stuff.
Obviously, you have your parents to motivate you. Is Dr. Subramaniam another external factor that kind of motivates you even further to do better, or is it in that sort of sense? Does he actively want you to do better, or is he just there
as a coach, as a teacher?
No, I can see he really sees the best in me, and even like sometimes he'll be like, oh, you should do some concerts in India, and I really do want to make albums with you and everything, and I can really see he's very supportive, and he really wants the best of me. So
when you said something about mistakes when you're singing, and then you said something about like, is it pitch or something along those lines? So what are the mistakes, and how do you know someone's what makes someone a good singer and an excellent singer? Does that make sense? So is it the pitch that you know what I mean? What are those factors that make someone an excellent singer compared to a good singer? Like what are some of the some factors?
You said you did some vocal exercises.
Yeah.
Was there any other complementary stuff that you do on the side that makes you better from another individual?
And how can someone, like a singer, get better? You said practice, but what should they focus on? What are some things that they could focus on?
Because I know one of the exercises, this is probably funny as, but one of the exercises that my sister does, she'll gargle like water in her mouth just to activate her voice box. Obviously, you have your vocal exercises. She also, I don't know what she does. She also times her singing with the, I think it was a chronometer.
Oh, the metronome.
The metronome, sorry.
Yeah.
Is there any other things that you do to make yourself actively better or stand out from other singers?
Or is it just practice, continuous practice, playback, listening to yourself is the way to go? We've got to sort of address the elephant in the room, right? Like the voice was something that you were renowned for, and I think everyone's seen that video of yourself in the auditions. How did that come across, and what is that process of, getting on stage with the voice?
So the process of obviously getting on the show, it's a very rigorous process, and so we start with like online auditions, and then there's like other like smaller auditions. We also have the main audition, which is in person, and after that, that's when I guess you get like an email and everything, and then whether you get into the blind audition or not. And
when you say interviews, was it like a certain video or a document that you submit to like pass on to the next stage? Is it?
Yeah.
Is that
so
the
the first part of the process is where we submit like an online application and everything, and we send in like online videos, and then from there, that's when they like select few people, and there's even people that come from like other states and stuff. So
obviously before submitting, because I know from personal experience, when I submit, especially for an interview, I'm very nervous.
Yeah.
How did you kind of mitigate? And I'm not saying you were nervous or not, because I don't know. I just want to know if you were nervous.
Yeah.
How did you kind of mitigate around that nervousness?
Or was there no nervousness? You just trusted your confidence.
All the parents. You just gave the nervousness all to the parents.
Because I think the nervousness happens when like you've got the mic and you're about to walk on stage for the audition, right? Because all the say the judges face the other way, and you're about to, that moment where you're about to jump on stage, is that when the nervousness hits, or is it all the pre or after, or the pre of holding that mic in your hand? Because you said as soon as that mic gets in your hand, you're confident, right? So is the nervousness before that? Is it when the
nervous? I feel like I get nervous in like back when I was on the show and everything. Like it was just like the hours before I would get on stage, where that's when I would get really nervous, and I get the shivers as well, and I think at one point my throat just started tightening up a bit because I was just so nervous. Because I've never performed on such a stage like this in front of like international coaches, and it was like a completely different experience for me. And it was like the auditions itself was so competitive that that also was what made me so nervous. And especially because I haven't done Western music for a huge amount of time, and so I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to be able to sing in front of all these amazing singers? And so that's kind of
that song choice was spot on as well, because when you blend Western music, and culture, it hits different. Whose idea was that to blend that together, or was that just something that you just sort of fell into? Was that someone?
Well, obviously there's a planning process before you kind of submitted everything. Walk us through that.
It was I've been looking up to a lot of other artists. Like there's a artist called Krishi.
Yeah.
And so he started bringing, I think it was like in COVID time, where he started bringing in like the trends of blending Western and Indian classical together. And so I thought it was pretty cool. And so I was just inspired by that. And there's many other artists as well that have done something like that. And I just wanted to, you know, bring that sort of idea and that representation onto an international stage. And so, yeah.
How important is like Malayalam culture to you and where you want to take your music? Because, you know, you said you haven't done Western music in a while. Is your strength and focus, is it Malayalam music as well? Or is it, you know, is it panning into that and pitching into that as you progress? Is that what you sort of want to do? Do you think your focus more lies there in the more?
My focus is more, I want to be able to bring both my Western culture and also Indian classical music, being brought up here for majority of my, for most of my years. And so...
I just want to touch base on that because obviously you have your plans and mom and dad also have their plans. I just wonder, was there ever a confliction or a conflict going on between you guys when you wanted to, or were they always supportive of what you wanted to do?
Because I guess you're in uni and you're studying as well, so there's a blend of that. How do you sort of manage, you know, how do you manage that between, you know, the expectations, and that's more so what you're asking, I guess, of singing, or were they always supportive of that?
They've always been supportive of what I do, like since when I was younger. They've always been a huge backbone and a huge part of my journey, and so...
Actually, when did you start playing instruments, or actually, when did you get into playing, singing, dancing, playing instruments? Did you start at a young age? Or was it more?
Singing and dancing, I started at a young age. Instruments, like only just like recently, like I started getting into it.
Nice.
Because I've seen so many singers that like, oh, you gotta be able to at least play either piano or like guitar. So, and I've heard that it really helps a lot, like with your singing as well.
Did you only get into it purely on the basis of the voice, or was it something that I need to have this, or I want this to be better, or was it just purely just because of the voice?
Do you mean in terms of learning instruments?
Yeah, learning instruments.
Honestly, no, it wasn't because like because of the voice or anything.
Yeah.
I just out of passion. I just really love like the piano and like the sound of it. And I don't know, like I just had somehow developed an interest in it. So
nice.
and I just like the idea of being able to sing and play as well at the same time.
An instrument at the same time as well.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Obviously, you have other passions outside of the voice and Bharatanatyam and dancing and choreography.
Because you're studying at the moment as well. So how do you balance that, the studying plus the music? Because obviously music is something that is the passion, and it's something that you do on the side that hopefully, you know, one day it takes over and becomes the main thing. But how do you sort of balance that, the work and the balance?
For me, this is something I'm working on, but time management. I always try to plan ahead, like like before the week starts and everything. I make sure I write down all the things I need to get done and prioritize like the more important things first. And I just feel like for me during the day, I'm more of like I study and stuff and then like towards like the evening and everything, that's when I dedicate all my time to singing and like everything.
Because you're a bit more relaxed, the creative creative flow comes in. You can do a bit more creative work.
Exactly,
Is there someone that you rely on, or like you collaborate? You mentioned Chantal, your sister. Is there anyone else outside of this that you collaborate and get feedback from anything that you do, or is it just family, or is it friends that you rely on? You show them a piece of music. Is there someone that you rely on for some feedback?
Not just just relying on certain skills that you pick up on. For example, from your dad. Did the time management come from your dad, your mum?
Yeah. How does that? Where do you get that from? Is it someone that you look to, or?
It's just something that I've developed from
as you were going on.
Parents have been telling me something that's something I need to work on, and so I guess like just
over time,
Yeah.
over time as you're doing it and
time,
progressing, you sort of find your balance and go through with that. Yeah. What was the first song that you actually recorded? Like as in officially recorded? Have you recorded an official? What was the first song that you officially recorded?
The first song, it's more like it's not an official like
Release.
It's not like an original music or anything, but it was for a Carnatic album song, and that was a solo. That was my first solo one. It was just like it was basically a cover song of a traditional Carnatic piece that I was learning in my classes, and we made it more of like into a modern fusion kind of like thing, and so that was my first solo one. And my first group album that I've done was it was Queen for Queen Elizabeth. We did like an album where it was a fusion of Hindi, Malayalam, Tamil, and English as well, and there was a few other students as well. So yeah, that was my first group album I've done. When
you're like on stage compared to when you're recording in the studio, right?
Yeah.
There's a huge difference. When you're in the studio, you've just got the mic and then maybe a mixing engineer just there, and then you're like just recording and then playback and consistently.
Yeah.
How do you find that process of like being in a studio and recording that music compared to performance? Because I feel like you thrive in the performance side of things, but then when you're in a studio setup, how's that difference? And do you see any differences at all, or do you find it more easier in the studio? What is it?
Yeah, I find it so much more easier singing in a studio, because then I don't have to sing a song all in one go. I can take my time with it by breaking each line, like breaking the lyrics down. Because me, I don't know, like if a lot of people don't know this, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and so I'm always like picky on every single line that I'm singing. So I feel like for me, more than the stage, because the stage is like a one-time thing where you can only like once, like when you sing it once and that's it, you gotta like
nail it on the spot.
Nail it on the spot.
Whereas recording, you can take your time and you like to perfect it while you're recording.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Do you know much about the actual recording and the production side of things as well, or no, you haven't got into that yet? You just let a producer handle that sort of side of things, or do you you just let them handle it? You just go into the studio and then just sing. Let them handle it.
Is that something you want to get into eventually, or is it more like?
I'm interested in like kind of learning how to do all that production like stuff and like all the mixing and everything, but as of now, I've just been letting the producers do all the work.
The mixing engineers do all the work. Let them do what they're doing best.
Awesome. I just want to touch on like university a bit, because you study at Macquarie University, is that right?
Macquarie University.
Macquarie.
Yeah.
Apologies. Audiology?
Yes.
Why audiology? Is it because did Mama and Papa push you into audiology? Because I know my parents pushed me into, because I'm studying my postgrad in physio.
Oh yeah.
Because they pushed me and got me to focus on a certain thing. Was it the similar case for you, or was it just purely out of passion?
Oh no, it was purely out of passion. Like I was inspired like by my family members, my cousins. They're both audiologists, and so it was like I'm not someone that likes to do a lot of physical work or anything, and so I was looking into something that is like suits me. Personally, I'm someone that likes to sit and like kind of like an office job type of thing, and so my cousin recommended me into this field, and I was like, oh, like this is pretty cool. Like it's quite rare. Like it's not really spoken about as much, and and so like my parents were like just like it doesn't matter what you study. We're not expecting you to do like medicine or law or anything like that. As long as you have some sort of degree or qualification or something.
It's just interesting, isn't it? Because all Malayali parents, like I've come across many, and they're like, oh, doctor nodiganam, engineer nodiganam, you got to do this, you got to do that. But it's good to have, it's more better, and it's better for, say, mental health of the children. I've noticed a lot is when the parents go, okay, look, this is what we think. This is, I think, what you should potentially do. You know, never stop chasing your passion, but this is what you do. It gives kids a bit of flexibility and go, a bit more, I guess.
Not just that. I think it also translates into discipline because it kind of, if you want to focus on your passion, you need discipline. Exactly. Once you go through that university process, you're kind of building your discipline, and then you can kind of translate into your own passion. Was that the same case for you, or was it different?
Yeah, no, same case for me as well.
And then switch it just on the discipline, and you mentioned earlier about inspiration, like artist inspiration. I think you mentioned Kalab and Money in the, playing that in the car.
Yeah.
Who else do you take in the Malayalam space like inspiration from?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that is a good question. My biggest inspirations, Chitra and Sujata Mohan.
Chitra's made some bangers, some awesome classical songs as well.
I see Mum shaking their head.
Yeah, and even Shreya Ghoshal, the fact that she, even when she's singing Malayalam, I'm just like, wow, I just love her voice.
Is there anyone that mixes Malayalam and the fusion that's doing really well at the moment, or anyone that's doing, or not yet? That space is still sort of available. There's still a gap at the moment. Is there someone that's blending them both?
Or what made you realize you wanted to blend both? Because not many people do that.
It has to be, I guess, as well. Like growing up here, it makes sense because you can sing Western and cultural. You can blend them both together, and and there's a space there. Because to be honest, I don't know. I know male singers, rappers, hip hop artists that are pursuing that at the moment. They're blending it as in the Malayalam and the English fusion. Yeah. But there's not much female. Artists doing it. I'm not sure if are there any in the space or not really.
No, I feel like for the Malayalam industry, there's not as much. Many female artists. That fuse both. Yeah.
You've got unlimited budget, unlimited everything.
Yeah.
You can pick, however you want to lay your song down. Who do you pick to be on that song?
You can't say mom and dad.
I would say I think in this generation of music and stuff, I would probably go for Dubsy or Tirumali or
good choices,
yeah.
Oh, so you enjoy hip hop music and rap music as well. Okay, so you like that genre as well. Yeah. So you haven't defined yourself into one genre. You like the classical stuff. You like the hip hop, R&B, the
bit
fusion,
of everything.
Bit of everything. Yeah, makes sense. They're killing it at the moment. They're doing great work at the moment as well.
Have you been in contact with any of them, or is this something you look forward to in the future?
I haven't been in contact with them yet. I've been in contact with Thudweiser. We have a project that we're hopefully working on. We're sort of in the planning stages. But yeah, hopefully that will
flourish.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I just want to touch base, go back. Is audiology the end goal, or you want to carry your artistic side and finish off there?
I want to be able to carry both audiology and of course my passion for music. If music goes well for me, there'll be definitely something I want to focus more on. But as of now, it's I want to be able to balance both. And yeah.
Cool. Very nice.
I think it is awesome to balance both, because then, like you said, at least you have that as a backup. And like Adam mentioned before, it's that discipline and learning in uni. You could apply that to sort of anything in life. So in terms of music here, we've got the voice. You're looking to record more music. You're looking to do that. What about music videos, the creative side, and doing that? Are you looking to do that and getting into that side of things as well, or?
Yeah. Right now, that's something I'm working on. I've got some projects that are coming up that we're doing music videos and stuff for. We've got also vocal recordings for that. So it's definitely something I'm looking into. Even playback singing as well, for movies and stuff. Something I really want to look into as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Is that when you're doing social media videos and you're looking to promote a song, or you're looking to promote yourself, you record yourself and then you post it, how important do you think that is in the era of now to just post something, post a photo, post a video to stay on top of it? Because it's super important nowadays, isn't it? To get in front of people, to post a video. Even some days you don't feel like it, but it's sort of like, I got to do it because I got to promote the song, or I got to get my brand out there. You know what I mean? When did you realize that that's important, and you know, you're continuing to do that on your social media?
I feel like,
because do you just enjoy it, like recording?
I think it's also involved in the process.
Yeah.
I think that's what Charlotte is doing as well.
Yeah, like it's just been something that I enjoyed doing even before going on The Voice and everything. I just love like recording videos and putting it out there, sharing it to everyone, and showing people my love for music and dance, and
so there's no like set motive.
It's just whenever you enjoy it, you post it out, and it's more natural like that because people can resonate with it more, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is has anything come from? I mean, this podcast came from social media, and you know that, but has it helped in any way with anything with music collaborations or anything like that when you post more videos and collaborations and things?
I feel like the views that I get and everything, and even just getting the opportunity to be on The Voice as well has gotten me so many opportunities, and even performances like that I never imagined even doing, and I was able to go like international as well, and so it's really helped me a lot in like building my brand and everything, and Awesome. When you're on stage and you're performing, I feel like crowd interaction is super important. I know you mentioned that when you're singing, like you sort of zone out and you're in the moment, right? Yeah. But then crowd interaction is super important. Malayalam പരിപാടിക്ക് perform ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴാണെങ്കിലും like the crowd's engaged. It's you're in a good mood and everyone's engaging. What else do you like try to do when you're on stage when you're performing? How can someone be a better performer when they're on stage, you reckon? I always on stage I'm always making eye contact with the people, and body language, even smiling as well.
And obviously you do that in front of mum and dad as well. Or do you kind of do that at home as well, or is it just more on a regular training basis or outside of home? Like when you're performing, what is it, like things you mentioned eye contact, smiling. Is there anything else that you do when you're performing to make it a better performance? Like engaging with the audience by interacting with them, even through dancing as well. I don't know how people dance and sing at the same time. Like the cardio it takes to... My diaphragm will give up. Adam's a physio, so when he uses scientific language sometimes. I use a lot of medical terminology. Yeah. And then I sit there, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. It makes no sense to me, diaphragm. I just want to know, in terms of like your parents, obviously Chantel is a big backbone and your parents is a big backbone. How do they kind of motivate you to do better? Or what are the certain tactics they do to kind of get you up and going? They've always encouraged me to, I guess, keep going, and... or do they get the chulilwadi out and then try and... No, they've been very supportive in what I'm doing. Even when I go for classes, like the long drives and everything, especially when I used to go learn dance and everything, they were very dedicated in what they're doing, whether it's taking me to classes, creating costumes for me, and like all those things have they've really helped me a lot, and Awesome. Nice. I think like even here in Melbourne, like coming down here in Melbourne. What are you doing? Obviously, you've got the podcast, but what else are you doing in Melbourne at the moment, coming from Sydney? I've had like some vocal recordings for an upcoming project, and even yesterday I had a video shoot as well for that. When you're going to say after you being recognized, you're performing on stage and things like that. When you go over to other families' houses and things like that,
what is like the commentary, especially after The Voice? What are people saying to you?
How do they get you to like perform? Does
that happen? When you go to a house?
That's a good question, yeah.
Please, like, can you see? You must get that, but now you sort of you get that, don't you? At the start probably, but now you've realized, okay.
Or does Chantal step in and be like,
Oh, a lot of people come up to me with like, yeah, in the number like what?
Yeah, and then do they at the start, or they would be like, oh, or like, can you sing a song? Did you get that at the start a lot as well when you?
Yeah, especially like in a lot of house parties and stuff.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people be like, please sing one song, and then when I sing one song,
like
one more song. But
you can kind of mitigate that by getting Chantal to charge him. That's probably the way to go. Just send her an invoice.
Send them an invoice. You can't. It's a bit difficult when it's family, especially when it's close family friends. But to anyone else, any other households,
Invoice.
1 sec, let me get the calculator out. So 30 times, you know what I mean, and send the invoice. But that's interesting because I would assume you would get that. More households you go to. If it's close family, it's okay because they grew up with you singing and you know what I mean. They know that you're a singer. But when you go to like a function or a party or whatever, then it sort of makes sense.
Do you have a lot of friends in Melbourne that you catch up with, or is it everybody's in Sydney?
Yeah, the majority of the people are in Sydney. It's over here. It's more just like family. I've got cousins here.
Yeah. Nice. Do you find it difficult to go back and forth? Because you said before when we were talking, you come to Melbourne a lot. Is there something you find difficult or something that you look forward to going back and forth?
Like the journey, sometimes it can be difficult, like the long drive and everything. But other than that, it's something I always look forward to. Like I just I've always just loved traveling as well. So even like the nightlife here and everything. So I've always just enjoyed that. So
yeah, nice.
Natal Kottayam, yeah?
Yes.
Kottayam, okay. Do you go back India and visit often or not really? Is it once a while that you go?
We used to go like quite often because we had like family there in India, but now because everyone's like moved out and everything, it's only like we'd go if there was like weddings
and some important functions and things like that.
Exactly. So
is there much influence from where you're from in India or anything that has an impact on your music, or no, not really? It's you take Kerala as its like, you know, own and you do that. And it's interesting, isn't it? Because speaking Malayalam I think is a superpower as well, especially I'd say in our sort of age group. There are people that can speak it and can't. Is it in your household you always grew up speaking Malayalam and that's how you adopted it, and you know you could speak Malayalam and sing in Malayalam as well? Is that how it was? Yeah,
like since parents they've always been speaking to us in Malayalam, so that's kind of helped us speak back as well, and even like watching movies and things, listening to songs. That's helped us a lot in speaking Malayalam and everything. So
you said you like traveling. What would be the dream destination? Where would you?
Or where do you want to end up?
That's a trick question.
It's a very
trick question.
I don't know my place.
What's yours?
Our country, man. I'm gonna Nadu.
Yeah. To settle there.
Settle.
Really?
I want to go back.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Is that something are you on a similar boat, or I know the parents are in a similar boat, I'm assuming, because my parents are.
I mean, I love going back to India and stuff, so I would probably choose, Kerala as well.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know? Walk him out, Chantal, come.
I love India and Kerala, don't get me wrong. The food's amazing, the people's there, like everything's amazing, but like Nard is Nard, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
That's best, but I think Melbourne is home.
In terms of music career and audiology, let's say within 5 years, where do you see yourself and how do you see yourself blending them together? How far are you into the course with audiology?
So I'm just finishing my second year.
Yeah.
So
nice. Is there a dream of opening up a clinic? Because that's what I want to do. Is that something that your parents aspire to do or for you?
I never really thought about opening up a clinic or anything.
Yeah.
Because I know it's a lot of work. But so it would be something that I would consider maybe in the future.
Or maybe you can have like a music section, and then you can have audiology upstairs.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Mixing room upstairs, audiology, place downstairs. That'd be
And once you make it, you can hire me as well. If you need it. Talk to the parents as well. You know?
That's it. In terms of touring, I've seen the performances and you've gone on a few stages.
Yeah.
Have you toured elsewhere in Australia? Have you done performances in any other state?
Yeah, I've done performances in Melbourne, Adelaide, Brisbane, Perth, like pretty much all the states here in Australia. But international, like even as well. Like I've only really did it in India, but mainly interstate performances I've been doing.
Yeah. What was your favorite spot? Is it back? It has to be back home. In front of, it has to be Sydney.
Yeah, probably Sydney's probably my first. Like favorite performances that I've done. The second one I'd probably pick would be like, I would say Melbourne.
Melbourne.
I did like a performance for a student like Malayali Association, like one of the universities.
Yeah.
And I absolutely loved the crowd there and everything. So like they were super energetic and everything. So like.
It's instant feedback, isn't it? When you're on stage and you're performing, you've got a mic in your hand. It's instant feedback because you can connect with the crowd straight away, and then you're engaging with them.
Actually, with connection, that's a good point. That's a good point that you brought up. How do you kind of stay connected to your heritage while performing in a Western country such as Australia, or how do you kind of stay in touch with your roots? Is it just a lot of Malayalam movies or like music?
Yeah, like I've been like since I was young, I've always been listening to a lot of like the Indian music and stuff, like Malayalam and all the languages, Tamil, Hindi, and so since then, like
you look back on it. Yeah, very nice. Do you have a certain favorite movie that you always kind of go back to and you pull ideas from?
I don't actually have a favorite. I just, I love a lot of all the Malayalam movies.
Top 3 Malayalam movies.
You got to name it right now. Bang, bang, bang.
Okay.
No, take your time.
Take
your time.
She's like going through like every single Malayalam movie in her head right now.
Take your time.
Top 3 would be like Premam,
Ooh.
Bangalore Days.
Yeah, I get the vibe.
And Premalu.
Premalu?
Yeah.
So you're a Niven Pauly fan?
Yeah.
I think Dad's a Niven Pauly fan. Is he?
Niven, everyone's a
he's
Niven Pauly. So top 3 would be Naslin. Oh, you like Naslin? Okay. Yeah. Premalu was an awesome movie, man.
Yeah,
what the Malayalam film industry is doing at the moment is top notch. Like with the budget that they have at the moment, the movies that they're producing, the cinema quality, cinematography, even the music, some of the stuff that they're doing is next level.
Yeah.
Did you end up watching the new? I forgot the name. It's like
Which one?
Dulquer Salman Productions.
Loka?
Loka.
Yeah.
How good was that?
No,
You haven't watched it yet. No. It's an awesome movie. We went.
to watch
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no, I was doing.
Tell us a bit more about that. How can you even leave that out?
Yeah, no, there was this one song, I think it's called Tani Loka Muraka. There's a Punjabi singer that sang.
Yep.
I don't know, like I discovered a lot of people doing reels on it and stuff, like singing covers stuff. So I was like, oh, this sounds so cool. And so I didn't know it was from the movie Loka, and so I listened to it and I was like, damn, that's insane. I wanted to do a cover song on it.
Yeah.
And so I ended up recording it yesterday. So so I've got
We'll wait till that comes out, and then we can show that clip or the audio wherever that is to plug it in. That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, I think there's definitely a bridge in all forms of art, movies, music, dancing, culture, and it'd be awesome to see you sort of bridge a couple of those things together, and then as you progress, I guess it's just like a learning curve. The more you do, the more you improve. The more progress that you sort of make. I've basically touched on mostly everything that we needed to speak on.
What I like to call is buffer questions. So I'm just going to ask you some random questions. If you were to pick a dance style to do for the rest of your life,
I would probably pick like Bharatanatyam
Yeah,
because
good
like
choice.
it's in a very expressive style, and it like involves so much flexibility and emotions and everything, and so
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like it's the foundation to like all the other dance styles and everything, and so yeah, it's something that I really enjoy doing.
Yeah. And let's say you, if you were never to pick up on dancing or Bharatanatyam or singing or choreography or whatever, what would you be doing?
I would probably go into like teaching,
Nice.
kind of like
Yeah.
especially like teaching young kids. I love working with kids, so yeah, if yeah, something that I would definitely do if I didn't have performing, like music and dance and everything. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
What's the final goal with music and everything? I guess the music career. What is the final goal? What would be the dream goal and be like, okay, I'm pretty happy. And obviously, you know, the progression. What would be that goal of yours?
Or the final destination.
Yeah. Is it to consistently make great songs and perform on great stages, sing songs for maybe movies, or just be great at what you do?
Or
Is
is
there
it
any goals that you've got?
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep improving myself, and I want to, like you said, consistently be able to sing in big stages and hopefully with celebrities one day. And yeah, definitely singing in a lot of movies and stuff. That'll be a dream come true for me. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Is it odd to ask you to give us two verses? Is that uncomfortable? Or
You don't have to if you
you don't have to if you don't want to.
No,
But it'd be
it's
cool to
not
get like maybe the cover for Loca or something that you could possibly
Yeah,
sing.
possibly sing.
Because his mic's
Yeah,
decent
sure.
audio. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be cool to listen to.
Could I use?
Like,
I might need my lyrics.
Yeah.
yeah. Go for it. Do what you gotta
Do
do.
what you need to do. Yeah.
Okay. What am I?
Yeah, that's
Yeah?
fine.
Okay.
Whatever you
Whatever you're comfortable with. Don't ask us to do ad libs or anything.
we won't.
You know what I mean? I'll turn my cap like this when I get in there.
I'll probably give you a mic tap if you want a mic tap. Apart from that, there's nothing more you're gonna get.
Okay.
மூத்தமழை இங்கு கொட்டித் தீராதோ முல்லை இரவுகள் பத்தி எரியாதோ ஜானோ தம் மாரோ தம் தம் இங்கு உந்தன் கையில் சொர்க்கம் பொல்லா இரவோ சொல்லா உறவோ எல்லா ஒருவனை வேண்டி எங்கும் உசிரோ கண்ணாலா என்னாலா பெண்ணாலா இன்னும் வரும் எந்தன் கதையே எந்தன் கதை இன்னும் வரும் எந்தன் கதையே எந்தன் கதை.
Wow. That was amazing.
On the spot performance. There you have it,
That was
guys.
amazing.
Thank you so much.
I guess I've covered basically everything, and we've heard the talent come through as well. I think you're on a great road ahead with everything that you've got, and
Exactly. And you have
the support and the backbone that you've got, you know, is only going to keep driving you further. You've got the talent, you've got the team. I think it's just keep doing, you know, what you're doing, and you
Yeah.
know, we just want to wish you like all the very best with everything that you're doing.
I just want to finish off with future upcoming artists or younger individuals. Was there any certain advice that you would give them?
I would say just be yourself, and we tend to, you know, always like compare ourselves to other artists, or but I would say just do what makes you different, and you want to be able to stand out in front of the crowd, and so yeah, just you do you, I guess.
Yeah, be original.
Yeah.
Well,
And
Exactly.
that was, I guess.
Yep.
Do you have anything else to
no, I was
sort of
going to
touch
say,
on?
well, that's all, folks.
Yeah, it's this podcast is basically just we have conversations with people who do more. So in any respective field, And of course, you being a mutual Malayali as well, you know, someone who's doing really great in that singing space. And there's a lot of young artists, especially Malayalis, that are looking to pursue that or take it to the next level. So it was great to have you on board. And our podcast is just basically conversations, you know, with people who do more. And we do this for fun on the side to engage more people, get people out of their comfort zone to do a bit more.
There's no structure on.
No structure. We just sort of have fun with it, have a conversation. And so we appreciate you coming down. You know, you're from Sydney. You're in Melbourne for other reasons, but coming onto the podcast and, you know, thanks to the parents and Chantal for organising it too.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problems at all. And then in a couple years' time, hopefully,
we'll touch base.
When you've got a backing track in a movie or something, then we'll go again on it.
Don't forget us.
Yes,
we'll go again. We'll go again on another conversation. That was awesome. All right,
Yeah.
we're good.